So hi guys, my name is Reese, and today I'm going to go over with you the Chairman's Challenge for this upcoming Southeast Asia Convention in 2020. This will be held in KL. So the challenge period, as you guys know, is always end about a month or so before. So this time our challenge period ends falls between October the 1st of 2019 and the 31st of March 2020. Hey, like I said, my name is Reese, and I guess I've hit the President's Challenge or the Chairman's Challenge, as it's known now, a couple times. And really, it's a very important thing to try and strive for, because if you hit the Chairman's Challenge along the way, if you miss it, you'll still hit the other challenges, which are very, very critical to you growing your business. So what is it, and what is part of this Chairman's Challenge? Let's go over the criteria so everybody is very clear about what we need to do. First and foremost, it kind of basically follows along the basic 5 criteria and what you need to do. But first and foremost, you need to create and define your 4 W's, which is what you want, why you want it, what will you do to get it, and when do you want it by. If you want to get more in depth into this, you can actually go on YouTube, the Market America YouTube channel, and you can refer to Lauren's 4 W's, the goal chart, and also there's, I think, the sharing of her presentation that was done during the convention at that time. So it's a great thing to spend some time to look at, go over it with yourself and go over it with your team. But you need to create and define your 4 W's so that you know where you're going to go and how you're going to get there. Okay. The second thing, review and practice the 5 tasks, activities, and fundamentals that were highlighted by JR and Lauren during MAIC 2019. If you want to know in detail what these are, you can just check on the documentation for the Chairman's Challenge, page 7 and page 8. Okay, so those 2 are pretty simple steps. You can get that out of the way immediately and quickly. Step 3 is a little bit more challenging, or rather time consuming. And it's creating a possibility list with a minimum of 100 people in order to schedule appointments to present a franchise business to at least 2 qualified prospects per week using the evaluation approach. I really recommend that you do this with your team or with people, because it's a lot easier than just sitting down there and scrolling through your phone book and writing down names. Actually make this an exercise that you can do with yourself and your team, because what happens is that as you're doing this, you're also helping build your team's names list. And while you build your team's name list, you're also teaching people how to build a names list. So don't make this as let me tick the boxes exercise. Make it as part of growing your business and how to do it. And of course, the evaluation approach, everyone has heard JR talk on and on about it. Everybody's been working on how to do the evaluation approach and the no decision close. The simple reason why you need to do it to 2 a week is so that you know that 100 people is 52 weeks, is basically 52 times 2 is 104. So you will go through that whole names list so that you know that you have something to do and you won't run out of people during this 1 year. Of course, part of it is also you have to keep on adding people, as we all know, during 312. So the 2 part is adding people into your names list. So by right, if you do it correctly, you'll never run out of people. Okay, the next criteria is the one that everyone finds the most challenging, so to speak, is you must personally sponsor 6 new qualified unfranchised owners. So what do we mean by new qualified unfranchised owners? They must, subscribe to UFMS, must have taken an UOT, done all the submissions that you submit. Okay, signing people up does not make them qualified immediately. Okay, and of these 6, 3 must be from Market Singapore. You guys are from Market Singapore, so 3 must be from this market. The other 3 can be sponsored within the Asia market, which comprises of Market Taiwan, Market Hong Kong, Market Australia, and Market Malaysia. Okay, so 6 new qualified UFOs, and here is the part that always people seem to get hung up on, everyone, myself included, is of the 6 personally sponsored new UFOs, 2 must have personally sponsored 2 more qualified unfranchised owners. Okay, and you must conduct at least 1 HBP for each of these. Now, that does not mean that you have to activate 2 of them. 2 must sponsor 2. They can be within the same line or the same side, however you term it. But they does not necessarily mean that you must activate 2. Okay, so that is the part that the evaluation approach and the names list comes into very handy, because if you do the evaluation approach correctly, and the evaluation approach makes you bring out people one after the other, you hopefully, if it's done correctly, when you sponsor, it will not just be one person by them. owns himself. It will be the A to the B, maybe have a C even. So there you get your 2 people for one of your 6 personally sponsored people. The shopping annuity assessment. Basically, everyone should do this anyway. So, part of this criteria is just asking you to do what you should do anyway, right? Because you must complete the shopping annuity assessment in order to accumulate IBV. So make sure you and your franchise owners, whoever you bring in you to this business, must also do the shopping annuity assessment. Okay. Complete any surveys that are initiated by the company. You guys know what these surveys are for, right? Toothpaste was a result of the survey. The shaved razor was a result of the survey. So Chubb.com collects information from these surveys. It uses these surveys to show companies that we have our collective buying power, that we have this much volume, that we have this much demand. And so being able and making sure that you fill these surveys is part and parcel of being a good UFO, building your business, and at the same time completing the criteria needed for the Chairman's Challenge. Okay, create a dream board with an associated action plan. The important part is the back part, not the front part. Okay, you can create a dream board all day long, but if you have no action plan to fulfill your dream board, it basically makes no sense. So create a dream board, take a photograph of it, and that's part of your submission. But the most important part is make sure that you create an associated action plan. If you don't know how to do that, go talk to your senior partner, find them, hound them until they teach you how to make an associated action plan to your dream board. Okay? And dream big. Don't be scared to put stuff on your dream board. It can be whatever the heck you want. Put it on there. It might not be immediate, but it's a dream board. That's why it's called a dream board. Put whatever you want. Step 9, or criteria number 9, is register at least one Market Singapore Shop.com prepaid MasterCard personally. I'm not even sure why this is a criteria. This should be what you do all the time anyway. If you're an unfranchised owner, you should try and fund your shopping annuity. You should try to hit do the criteria that allows you to track all your spending locally. Market Singapore has spent a lot of time building and promoting the Shop Local program. The only way where you can take part in the Shop Local program and benefit from the Shop Local program is if you have your very own Market Singapore prepaid MasterCard. So consider it as part of something you should do anyway, and go earn your IBV for cutting your hair, clipping your nails, eating at restaurants, and a whole host of other things. The program is growing bigger and bigger and bigger. I remember when Market Singapore first started, there was like 30-something stores and no Shop Local. And now there's 1,000 stores and Shop Locals are popping up all over the place. Please just get a MasterCard and go use it. It might be a pain, doesn't matter. Earning money is not a pain, so go use it. Number 10 is qualify or requalify as a master UFO. Now, this really isn't a criteria if you think about it, right? Because you must sponsor at least 6 individually. So if you sponsor at least 6, you pretty much are going to at least sponsor 1 sometime during the criteria. So this is just a kind of an add-on. Right? Everyone knows what the Master UFO program is. It's sponsor 1, buy 3 tickets, 1,500 BV, and 275 IBV. Okay, so that leads to the next one, satisfy the SAMM. Once again, do the Master UFO, you pretty much satisfy it at SAMM. Remember, guys, the Chairman's Challenge is not asking you to do anything that is not on what is the basic requirements. If you're going after and doing the Chairman's Challenge, you will hit your Master UFO. You will satisfy and hit your SAMM. Along the way, because you do that, you will also get 1 year's free shipping, which in turn allows you to buy more product because you have to worry about shipping. And so it's a challenge that helps you promote and grow your business. Lastly, purchase 10 tickets to the 2020 Southeast Asia Convention directly from Market Singapore. Buying it from your friend does not count. Buying it from Market Malaysia does not count. Buying it from your other UFO does not count. You must purchase it directly from Market Singapore. And why is this important? If you think about it, you're going to need a ticket to go by yourself, correct? Because once you've hit the Chairman's Challenge, you want to go on stage and get recognized and also go to a nice luncheon to meet all the great leaders that are going to be there. So you're going to need your own ticket. You're going to sponsor 6, so 6 plus 1 is 7. They're going to have to sponsor each at least 2. So actually, you're going to be short 1 ticket. So that's why you need to purchase 10 tickets. If you're really going after it, make sure that you get all this done. Okay. Once again, create a minimum of 275 IBV. That's the same as your SAMM requirement. Okay, Singapore, market Singapore's exclusive products, partner store purchases, whatever they might be. You know, the super IBV with the mouthwash and the thing, that stuff is great. And make sure that you understand this can be satisfied by your own personal purchases. Okay, so the 275 IB can be satisfied by your own personal purchases. Listen to audio because you should do it anyway. The Chairman's Challenge is a push. It's never meant to be easy. It's the hardest challenge there is. But if you really push and really work on it, it will grow your business. Your business will grow, your income will grow, your team will grow. You know, I remember always hearing from my senior partner, she always told me, you want to grow the business fast, then do the Chairman's Challenge and have your team do the Chairman's Challenge with you. You might not necessarily hit it, but you probably hit other challenges along the way. So all submissions for the Chairman's Challenge must be submitted by the 31st of March. Okay, not the 1st of April, 31st of March must be in order to be recognized. So make sure you get it all done, get all your requirements, get all your documentation in place. And I'll give you a hint, having done it before, fill in the paperwork as you go. Don't sit down on the 30th of March and try and fill in all the paperwork because it is really gonna be a pain in the butt. Okay, so try and do the paperwork, fill in as you go, create a little folder. And my biggest tip for all of you guys, as I round out this little segment is, you know, fill the paperwork in as you go and complete the criteria that is in control now. Buy your 10 tickets now. You can control that. Go take the classes that you need to take in order to hit your Master UFO now, because you can control that. You might not be able to necessarily control when you sponsor somebody into the business or when that person sponsors somebody else into the business. But whatever you can control, do now. You know, go get your MasterCard now. Go learn to use Shop Local now. You know, go download your application now. Fill it in, and you know, hopefully we'll see you guys all on stage. So with that, I think I'm on my presentation. Thank you very much.